Okay, my mic is fucked. So, let me just try something real quick so I know that, like, yeah. So my mic's fine. So, what's up, guys? I really don't feel like making a video. It's more of live streams that I'm used to. Um, so, CBC, not the CDC, but the CBC, I don't know what it's called. I honestly don't give a shit. Uh, released a video a couple hours ago titled Joker, the Sympathy for the Devil, or Sympathy for the Devil, and I thought it was like, oh, it's a little parody with the Stones, the Rolling Stones song. No, it's, so, for the first 2 minutes and 20 seconds, it is a decent review of the movie. And then once it hits that 2 minute 20 second mark, it's like, uh, they're talking about incels and shit, and how Joker's an incel. And it's like, they feel like people are gonna, watch this. Like, there's fucking cops and the army is watching, like, are sitting in front of movie theaters. I was gonna go see it either this weekend or next weekend. But now I'm not sure if I want to go. Because, like, I feel like I'm gonna get patted down and searched by these motherfucking dudes in fucking 20-pound armor holding ARs and shit just because people are scared of a fucking movie. Now, everyone knows about the shooting years ago with the Joker guy, and, they're literally checking people. Like, you cannot wear a mask and you can't wear face paint. Last time I checked, cosplaying wasn't a bad thing. Just because someone shot up a movie theater, right, to a movie that hasn't like been in a movie theater for more than 12 years? So, if you don't know, the new Joker movie deals heavily, like, it is a completely different, like, DC movie. Worth anything. It's darker. It's the darkest DC movie I think has ever existed. Uh, from what I've heard, it deals heavily, heavily with fucking mental illnesses. Like, this Joker is fucked. He laughs uncontrollably. He's a failing comedian who gets disowned by his idol. And, it's sad. It really just is. It's supposed to be really, like, it's sad that, like, he has a mother who's ill, and he's got to take care of her. And he's got to deal with all the people in his life that are, like, Gotham is fucked in this movie. Like, it's worse than the Nolan Batman movies. It's worse than that. Like, Gotham is completely fucked in this movie. So, they're talking about incels and shit. They're talking about how, like, they're talking about how, oh, it's doing they're talking about, like, incels and shit, and the people who are like, oh, I hate women, and it's truly just like, Why the fuck do you need armed guards at a movie theater for a movie? Like, people are fucking pussies. Like, just watch the fucking movie. Just watch the movie. Enjoy the movie. It's like with Resident Evil. It's like with video games. Like, everyone criticizes video games because they're pussies. Like, no one has like fucking, like, no one has the balls anymore. Like, everyone's just like a fucking pussy. Like, everyone is always like, oh, that's racist, oh, that's sexist, oh, that's fucking, that's gonna, all this type of shit, no one really cares, oh, that's misinformative. With Resident Evil 5, back when that game was released, people were complaining on how you're killing, black zombies, like, what? And someone was like, it's a game, just enjoy the game. I think it was one of the people who played in the game, I don't remember. He was like, just play the game, enjoy the game. But, like, just, people do not know how to enjoy things. Like, people can't even enjoy things. Like, there's people who don't enjoy things, and those are the people that complain about every little fucking thing. And then there are the people that just, like, they fucking... There's the people that complain about things, and then there's the people that talk about, or the people that enjoy the things that the people are complaining about. Like, when I go see this new movie, I'm excited. Like, it looks good. There's only, what, 2 good Jokers out of the entire, or, like, maybe 3 good Jokers out of every Joker we've had. Jack Nicholson with the Tim Burton Batmans. Then there was, Heath Ledger for the Nolan Batman, The Dark Knight. And now this Joaquin Phoenix for whatever universe is going to be brought up. Like, this director made... Like, he talked about... The guy on the CBC, he was like... He talked about how the director made cringeworthy movies like The Hangover. I think Hangover is funny. I personally enjoy The Hangover. Not the other... I mean, Part 2 and Hangover Part 3, I think there is, too. Like, those movies are actually kind of funny to me. And I don't like many comedies. There's not many that I like. That's like one that I actually enjoy. It's like, why can't people enjoy things anymore? Like, I remember when everyone almost enjoyed almost the same exact things, but now, like, everyone's fucking trying to out here saving the turtles and shit.
It's growing stronger. Don't let it power up.
And don't get me wrong, I can tell that there's a problem with the world. We're all a bunch of we don't take care of ourselves anymore. We're too busy throwing shit on the floor. But, like, it's still, like, I think there does need to be change. Don't get me wrong. But I don't go around spurting it every 25 fucking minutes. Like, yeah, it's important. But it's like people can't even voice their own opinions either. Like, in my school, it's, like, I'm in high school now. I was in middle school last year. But, in my high school, I'm 15, I got held back, yeah. But it's even hard to voice I'm afraid to voice my own opinion, too. Like, college, you should be afraid to voice your opinion. Last year, I kind of felt afraid to voice my opinion, too. But I have completely different opinions than half the people at my school. Like, I feel like I should, like, cause I can't, like, I'm afraid to. What did I talk about yesterday? Like, at my school, it is fucking hard as shit. Like, people, like, everyone, like, there's not enough fucking groups and shit, like, don't get me wrong, like, every 2 days or something, like, they're talking about how people, like, yesterday we had to do a thing, just as I get into class. It was like first period. Hold on. It was first period, and our teacher was talking about how, oh, you know, like I'd like we're allowed to use our phones, but I just listen to music. And she was like, uh, people who are gay, bi, straight, whatever the LGBT, and she was like, they're killing themselves, and I was like, okay, well, because my opinion is, if something doesn't affect me, then I don't give a shit.
Look, the mandala map.
Because I feel as if people need to start voicing their opinions more and stop letting, like, people control. Like, there's people controlling what you should think.
The final node, Beckman. Close it, and we seal the mandala, trapping the ghosts inside.
Because, like, everyone has to have their own opinion, but there's people that don't even let people voice their own opinions. Like, there are times where people will just tell me to shut the fuck up because I disagree with their opinion. Like, our school, my school promotes, so, as I was I'm so, like, just flustered. Let me continue with the story of yesterday with my class. So, we had to write on a piece of paper on how we can help the LGBT community with this problem. And I put on the paper, I was like, I don't know, I don't care. I treat everyone the same. I treat the people I love differently than the people I know. Like, my friends, me and them, like, all of us just treat each other like sarcastic assholes, and we just love having fun and making offensive jokes and pissing people off on purpose.
Can someone explain to me how an entire island sinks? The night the last Shandor died, and the river just swallowed the island. Shandor consecrated the island to Gozer. The ghost world reconnected. City's luck is in the middle of a
So, I wrote that down, and we had to give it to the teacher, so I gave it to the teacher. I was like, okay. So, I give it to the teacher.
good idea. Look at that. Look, you blew the crane. All right, swing it around.
So, I put that down, and then I gave it to my teacher. And we had to put our names on it, right? So, because it was like a piece of paper that we had to put our names on.
Bring it in. Almost there. Whoa. Great. You guys. Good work.
So, I put it down, I hand it to her. And then she reads it as I'm walking away, and then when I sit down, I see this disgusted face, on her.
Oh! You all right? What's with you? You know you only get
Like, and I think she felt disgusted by my answer. But it's like, everyone has their own fucking opinion, bitch. You're fucking, what, 30, 40? You're 38, 40. You're a fucking teacher. You expect different opinions from people. Like, I just, like... And then every 2 days they promote the safe space shit, you know. But they promote it, in my opinion, and I think they promote it way too fucking much.
Chandler's public architectural style ranges from federal.
Like, I think they promote it way too much than they have to. Because they promote it every 2 fucking days, and then they have, like, fucking, you know. But, like, just, the Joker movie looks so fucking good, but no one's gonna be able to enjoy it when they know that they have fucking armed guards watching them from behind, like, watching them. And apparently there's supposed to be undercover policemen in the fucking place and shit.
Times Square. They're gargoyles from Shandor buildings. Gazebo would be typical.
So, like, it's just like, this movie looks so good, yet, like, no one is allowed to voice their own opinions about them. Like, no one's allowed to voice their opinion anymore. Everyone is just like hating on this fucking movie. Like everyone is hating on this fucking movie who think it's going to be bad for people to watch. Like no it's not. It's a fucking movie. It's fantasy. It's based on a it's not based on a comic book, but it has characters from a comic book.
Hey, over here.
These characters don't exist in real life. They never fucking will. That's like watching fucking Avengers Endgame, or watching Avengers at all, like watching any Marvel movie, and saying, oh, yeah, I saw that green dude, I don't know what his name is, but I think he needs to be stopped because he broke my car door while defending me. Like, that's, like, Marvel characters don't fucking exist in real life. Comic books are a fucking book on paper with pictures and words. You know what? Maybe, just maybe, if comic books are bad, or like any character that relates to reading or a movie, then maybe Passion of the Christ, or I don't know, the Bible is bad. Maybe the Declaration of Independence. I don't know. Maybe all that shit's bad. It's just boycott books and shit. Like, it's just so, like, unfucking real.
Did you know that historically hedge mazes are designed to conceal a secret shortcut? Well, there's still one crank that works down there. Try using it to open the door.
Like, I feel as if the more people that, like, I feel like that the more people who complain about things, like, I know I'm complaining about people complaining about things, don't get me wrong. I feel as if, like, people, the more uh the people who voice their opinions, like, I feel as if people can't voice their opinions anymore just because they're not appealing to this either cancel culture, or this fucking
Wind the chain.
SJW feminist, bullshit. Like, everyone just, like, it's hard to be,
Wind the chain.
like, it's hard to even be, like, a white dude. Like, I'm a white dude. Right? I'm straight. But people try to make me feel bad because I have a fucking dick and that I'm white and that I'm a man. Like, what? That makes no sense.
Wind the chain.
And people are like, "Oh, we want equality." Yeah, well, we can have equality if you just stop, like, I don't know. If you just stop fucking like, you're pushing people more to, like, not like you and then agree with people who, like, have the different opinion than you. That's what you're doing. You're making people hate you.
That's trouble.
Like, and don't get me wrong, sometimes there's people who have, like, peaceful opinions, and they don't go around saying, they don't go around calling you a fucking Nazi. They don't go around calling you fucking disgusting because you have a dick or that you're white.
Connected to this field.
I don't know. It's like, I'm excited for this movie. That's all I can really say. Is that I'm excited for this movie. Will I be surprised am I gonna let some dude pat me the fuck down? Hell no, because it's like,
I see her.
still.
She's wearing just a simple terry cloth robe. And she's brought me coffee.
That's her, all right. Spitting image. The resemblance is uncanny. This is
Uh,
hundreds of workers spend years to build it. Courts are waterlogged, the mortar is decrepit.
I just feel as if like I don't feel like a movie can cause violence. No media causes violence. You know what causes violence? The news. The more you report on things like, I don't know, fucking shootings, you're get it's so there was I watched this video and there was this person that said the more you report on things that are bad, like the more attention you give to things like shootings and like you can't stop saying their name. You're giving them attention. You're giving them basically what they want. You're giving them exactly what they want.
What? People still worship him even after they're dead. It's a powerful church, then.
Oh, fuck.